Now let's dive in. Let's weave these truths into your reality so seamlessly, so effortlessly. They no longer feel foreign, but a part of who you already are. And as we do this, I invite you to let go of the noise, the doubts, and the distractions. Imagine just for a moment, you're in a world where every belief, every shift in perception, every subtle change in how you relate to yourself and others is an unstoppable force. Beliefs shape reality, right? You already know this on some level. Everything around you, the interactions, the experiences, they're merely reflections of what you believe. If you believe the world is challenging, a harsh place, guess what? It will be. But here's the beauty of it. Beliefs are changeable. They're malleable clay in your hands. Can you feel that? The truth is, when you let go of those limiting beliefs, the ones that have kept you stuck, tied down and boxed in, you open the door to infinite possibilities. And how does it feel knowing that at any moment you can choose to embrace a new belief? A belief that supports who you want to be. A belief that you control your reality. Think about pleasure and pain. We're wired for this. We're driven by it. Every decision you make, every action you take. It's an automatic response to moving towards what feels good and avoiding what feels bad. The beauty is, you can harness this. You can choose what pleasure means for you, what it feels like to move toward growth, to move towards the success that resonates with who you truly are. So ask yourself, what does success feel like? What does pleasure and growth feel like? Can you feel the shift? Just imagine it. That's what's available to you. And failure, no. It's not the end. It never was. It's just feedback. Feedback on what's working, what's not, what you can tweak. Imagine every setback as the perfect opportunity to adjust, to fine-tune, to learn, to grow. Think about it. The most successful people in the world, they fail more than anyone else. But they don't see it as failure, no. They see it as the only way forward. Feedback is how they evolve. Now we both know state of mind is where it all starts. Your body affects your mind, and your mind shapes your body. How often do we forget this? Taking our posture and emotional state for granted. Imagine walking into a room with your body open, with your chest out, standing tall, and suddenly you feel more powerful. That's the mind-body connection. You're the architect of your state. The way you stand, the way you breathe, the way you regulate your energy. That's your superpower. Can you see it? Authenticity is magnetic. You've been told this 1,000 times. What if I told you it's more than just being real? What if it's about showing up with confidence, playfulness, and the courage to be yourself without apology? When you do that, when you fully accept who you are and express it without fear, people are drawn to you. You no longer have to chase validation. It comes to you effortlessly. It's contagious. Your reality, it's a mirror. You know that already. But what does it mean for you? It means every belief you hold about yourself, about others, about the world, is being reflected back to you. Everything you see is a mirror. If you believe you're worthy, you'll be reflected back as worthy. If you believe you're attractive, you'll appear attractive. If you believe the world is abundant, it will reflect that abundance to you. So here's the secret. Shift your perspective, and everything else shifts with it. Do you want more success, more abundance, more connection? Start with reframing the way you view the world. See challenges as opportunities and turn fear into excitement. Be playful with it. When you face something difficult, don't tense up. Instead, meet it with curiosity. Ask, what's the opportunity here? What can I learn? And instantly, you've transformed that fear into an exciting challenge. Can you feel that shift? Now let's talk about communication. It's not about what you say. It's about how you make others feel. You've seen it in people before. Those who command a room, not because of what they're saying, but because of the energy they're emitting. Energy is contagious, and what you project is what you receive. How often have you found yourself drawn to someone simply because of their presence? That's not by accident, that's by design. And when you build rapport, it's not a coincidence either. Rapport is created, it's a choice. It's something you build with intention. You match the other person's energy, their values, and suddenly, without trying, you're connected. The depth of that connection is determined by how well you understand and mirror their beliefs, values, and emotions. So what if I told you there's no such thing as failure, only feedback? And action is the key to it all. And luck is not random. Luck is an outcome of action, of being present, of seizing the opportunities when they arise. So when you commit fully to your goals, you don't have to wait for things to fall into place. You create it. And emotions, they're meant to be processed, not suppressed. Because when you don't process them, you resist your own growth. So feel them, accept them, understand them. And when you do, you'll discover you can harness them. Imagine a life where you don't react out of fear or anger, but instead you use those emotions as fuel for your growth. Now think about this. How does it feel to embrace all of this? Imagine the confidence, the charisma, the freedom that comes with living in alignment with these beliefs. You become magnetic. You become the type of person who attracts abundance, who commands the room without effort, who leads by example. What happens when you shift your state and start showing up with authenticity and purpose? Your entire reality shifts, and suddenly everything you ever wanted is right in front of you, waiting for you to grab it. And the best part, it all happens without forcing it. It's all natural. You're the creator of this reality. What happens when you embrace it? When you realize deep within that you're enough? And all of this, it's already yours. Now feel the impact of this, the peace, the power, the confidence that comes with this knowing. Can you feel it? That's the shift. You're unstoppable.